sometimes it is just too much.
So embarrassed.
Am I just talking too much?
I don't remember any of that.
There's a lot I don't remember, too. Too much information?
We say that after every one of these, and for some reason, we're employed all the time.
Too much, it's ruined.
I can't believe we have a show.
We might not tomorrow.
Staci and Hutch say too much.
Yay! We got to get new cameras. You look great. Alex always looks great. I look awful all the time. Like I
I'm
slouch
in
in
the
this
dark.
chair.
Someone keeps touching my camera.
Well, because the morning show has to put
Touch everything.
Crisco and Pidge in the same
They're
one.
children. They must touch everything.
They do. Hey, he's showing up.
Hey,
Look at
Alex.
us.
Hi,
Just doing a
Alex.
podcast, Alex. Don't worry.
Wasn't even told.
Yes, I was. Yes, you were.
Yeah,
Read your text,
I
Alex.
didn't even know. No, I'm looking at it. I got nothing.
You need to check your phone.
Oh.
Your phone
It says
broken.
pod.
I didn't know.
1 o'clock, we do the pod.
Well, here we are.
You look tired. Are you okay?
Yeah. Do I look
You
tired?
want a
Really?
nap? Your eyes just bags.
Had to get up very early and pick up a young Matthew Weldon.
Oh, your brother's in town.
He is in town.
What day is he coming?
Here.
Now?
Here.
To the studio.
Oh, he's here now?
Oh no, he's not in this. No.
No, I thought you asked permission if he could come hang out.
Yeah, no, he'll probably be here tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
I think because we're going straight here to the show. But
Fine.
he's a little tuckered out.
What show are you going to?
Justice.
Oh, that's
the
this week.
whole reason why he's here.
We'll
That's
talk
the
about that on the
whole
air.
reason.
I have a complaint.
Oh, great.
You just came back from vacation. You have complaints?
Well, yes, you'll understand why. And it's not where I stayed. It's not. It's the biggest issue I find in business is the statement that people still say to this day, which is awful. Can you guess the statement?
Businesses say this?
Not a problem?
Bosses usually say it to their employees.
Oh.
I don't know.
The customer's always right.
Oh, yeah, that's not true anymore.
I saw the
Anymore.
most awful woman in line at this candy store just berating a poor teenager.
Oh, Ann Coulter is not that bad.
She is. But I just and the manager was like doing everything to please this woman, even though she was in the wrong, 100% in the wrong. She was trying to like get free candy and free, like, you know how you scoop it yourself and like the scales off. It's not weighing
So you're
right.
watching this?
I'm watching this.
What'd
And
you
you
say?
know she's wrong and you saw that she was wrong?
If I hear you didn't say anything,
I
didn't
would have
say
said
it.
something.
I didn't say
Yes,
because the
of
manager.
course.
I am such
Listen,
a bee.
the manager and the teen were there, and I had my kids with me,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so it's like
you didn't want to come to blows.
Well,
They
in
would have
these-
come to blows.
in
no,
these
what a
days-
great lesson that would. Sorry.
And these days, you don't know what people are packing or what they're
True.
not.
She
It's
could have
like,
had a candy, licorice gum.
Thank you.
Gun, I mean.
But I think that the thing I kept saying is, why is the manager trying to appease this person when they're probably never going to see him again? It's a vacation. It's not like it's a
True.
customer and they're not spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
But the customer's always right philosophy is just so awful and so bad that I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Because people take advantage.
Yeah, the customer's right if they're reasonable about it, but too many people are unreasonable. And the problem is then it's a weird situation if you're a customer, because it's almost like the people that work there kind of need someone to step up and speak for them because they don't want to lose their job. They got to appease this lunatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like almost our responsibility as a community to just be like, hey, shut up.
But when did it become our responsibility to parent other people?
Well, I think it's
I agree.
a community, you know?
It takes a village.
It does.
It takes a
because
village.
the village wasn't there when that lady was being brought up herself.
What would happen in olden times, medieval or even revolutionary times?
You
if
saying a
somebody
horseshoe is
behaved-
crooked, and Karen's mad that her horseshoe is crooked
Yes,
because
but
the
if-
blacksmith didn't.
But if Karen made a big scene all the time, the king or the leader would just be like, "We need to do away with this woman," and
Yes.
the
Banished.
people would
Sorry.
grab her and string her up in the town square.
Lady Karen.
Oh, Lady Karen.
Yeah.
They would say, Lady Karen, you are
They
hereby
would just call her
banished
a
from
witch and just, you know, that's how you did it back then. I don't know. Like, I guess it is twofold. Like as a patron, do you speak up and help the poor teen? Because the manager's trying to fix it with the
Right.
customer. The teen's like, no, like you're trying to steal. Like
I do. That's why my cause of death one day will be stabbing.
your cause of
Guaranteed.
death will be heroics.
I can't help it because I gotta, our friend Chewy, he gets taken advantage of all the time. And I'm like, no.
Mhm.
He's like, that's the life of an immigrant. And I'm like, no, it isn't. It is not the life of an immigrant. So I just get mad and I will I will
There's-
fight for him.
Can you imagine if I went to Laura and said, "That's the life of a husband"?
I literally.
I'm dumb.
If people weren't so sensitive these days, that would make a great sitcom. The
Wouldn't
life
it?
of an immigrant. Just water balloons are thrown at him at all times. Kids are tying his shoelaces together. That's the life of an immigrant.
And the music just goes da 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 da.
Yeah. Falsely accused of murder.
Jumps in the air.
That's the life of an immigrant.
What's the
Gets
worst?
stuck in prison in season 2. The life of an immigrant.
What is the worst customer service you guys have ever experienced? Is there a place where you guys were just like,
One comes to mind. I was trying to buy a set of bedding, and it was kind of expensive, and it was on sale at the store. And the store was closing, and I'm like looking for it. But of course, people are animals, and they're also looking at it, and they leave everything out of the package and just throwing it around. So I'm trying to find it, scrambling. And this person comes up to me in the store and says, we're closing in 5 minutes. And then I go, oh, I realize that I'm just looking for this to match with this. And I'm, as you can see, it's kind of everywhere. And he's like, okay, well, if you need any help, let us know. And then he walks away and takes the escalator down. As I'm sitting there, literally sitting on the floor, digging around. I'm like, I need help. You just said, if I need help, I need it, obviously. Do I really have to ask someone else?
yeah?
You just took the escalator down? Are you kidding me?
People are more concerned about going home.
I'm like,
Then-
is that just like a catchphrase to you?
Yeah. Do you need help? And by do you need help, I mean, get your stuff together because we're closing.
Exactly.
Stacy's
That's what he
naked
meant.
on the floor, crying, rocking back and forth. And hey, is there anything wrong?
I know, right? I was like, if that was not a signal that, yeah, I need help, then I don't know what is.
You worked in retail, but your retail was a little different than most retail because your retail was at corporate headquarters. So the people you had come into
I
your
didn't have
store,
to deal with customers.
right?
you didn't.
You had
No.
people that your coworkers technically were
Yeah.
your customers, really. So you
Yeah,
didn't
we
really have to
sold our
work
own product to our own employees.
Right.
It was a really interesting setup. That and the athletes, we would just give away. So it was very weird because we had a budget.
Did you ever have an athlete
we-
or a famous endorser or some famous person come in that
Oh,
was just kind of
And
rude
demand things.
Oh no, actually, surprisingly, no.
because they were probably getting it for free?
Yeah, they were getting free stuff.
Yeah.
At most, maybe a little put off, but you would just deal with their people.
Yeah.
And it was. No one's gonna be in a bad mood. I don't care what level of celebrity. If you just have the pick
Free
of the
stuff,
litter,
yeah.
and we would push them because even they were nice, and we'd be like, I don't know if I need 2 pairs. Like, you get 2 pairs. Get 2 pairs of the same thing. Get 2 different sizes. Get things for everybody. That's how we would hit budget. It was fantastic.
Mm.
But there was
Go ahead.
no, there was one woman who up in New Hampshire near where my dad has a house. There was this deli that was, I guess, renowned for this woman just being a bitch.
Yeah.
And I was so curious. My dad was like, "Where do you want to go for lunch?" I was like, "I'm going to that place. I want to see if she's actually
she's there.
I want to see if it's at what the rumors are." So I went there and I walk in, get a sandwich, and the woman was heinous.
Oh my God.
Heinous, just rude, standoffish. And I literally said to her, I was like, I actually came in here because I heard a rumor that you were terribly unfriendly. And it's interesting to see that you are. And I was like, you might need to get an attitude adjustment because there's a rumor going around about you.
Did she work there or was she a
Yeah,
customer?
she owned it.
Oh my
It was
God.
her own
And
business.
so what
She
ended
made
up
great
happening?
sandwiches, though.
Did she?
What did she
Did
say?
she change? Did she?
No, she went, I've heard that.
I've heard that too. Maybe that's the reason you went in. So maybe that's the reason others will go in.
It was fascinating.
And then they're like, this is a really good sandwich. It's kind of worth the abuse.
Yeah, it's like the
Like
person
soup
at the
Nazi.
it's like the scary guy who lives at the end of the street and he has the one house with the dark clouds and thunderbolts behind it. It's like you kind of want to go check it out.
You have to go taste the soup Nazi soup because
you have
heard.
to, yeah. When I lived in Massachusetts, there was this. I've brought this up before. Anytime in Boston, I would go to this one restaurant. And they were purposely rude to you, and you'd have to go up this long staircase. And it was just like they were not rude to you like Dick's Last Resort.
That's
where
what
it was
you're
like,
talking about.
no, it's not Dick's Last Resort where they're rude to you in such a weird way. Like this was just like, hurry up, what do you want? Like it was just and they were famous for, obviously in Boston, their beans, but it was in Faneuil Hall area. If people know what I'm talking about, it was just this small restaurant and it was like,
We're famous for our beans.
you are.
We're
I
not.
mean, Boston baked beans. Come
Sure.
on.
All right.
But this restaurant, like you'd go to, and they had the best hot dog. It was just simple food, but they could just be as mean as possible, and you paid for it. And it was like, I want a job like this. Like even in our business, once in a while, we don't take gruff. from anyone. Like, we don't take, I know I use the word gruff. We don't take crap from people to be mean to us because we're providing a service for them. You know, if we get a text and someone's mean to us, it's like,
who do you think you are?
Yeah, you don't get to, we don't come into, as Staci says, we don't come into your job and say, your pizza sucks.
We don't go to Target and say, I hate the way you're scanning my things.
Right. Yeah. Like, there has to be a human decency when it comes to business operating, you know? And so you can't talk to us the way that you think you keep.
If you've seen some of our responses back to listeners, they look like we were triggered for sure.
Oh, 100%. But again, you don't get to talk to Staci, you know, a certain way because she's on the radio. You don't get to talk to me a certain way just because you're on the, like, if you
Seems like you do, though.
But here's the best part is that if you don't like it, why don't you just turn it off?
They would rather, I'm with them, though.
They'd rather be angry. Listen, this is you. They'd rather listen and be angry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And say something than just turn it off. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, if I'm triggered by something and I don't like it, I'm going to, you know, I have to read the text. I have to have it up.
A lot of people just want to engage with Alex because he's crazy. They want to have a back and forth with you because you're clever and silly.
I feel like I have more of a triggered response than he does.
Well, he enjoys answering.
Correct. Yeah.
Because you're funny about it. You're quick.
Well, for example, the biggest thing for me is like an example of when you were single, you talked about single too much. Now you talk about being in love too much. Now you talk about your kids too much, but you don't talk about your kids enough. Like, are you a good dad? Because do you even have kids? Like, it's like
in one breath they'll say one thing, and the next breath it's the opposite.
You can't please everyone, and that is the business attitude. Like, you can't.
It's frustrating.
If you get a chance, listen to today's show live. The intro will be featuring exactly what he's talking
about.
Oh,
fantastic!
Great. Can't wait for that. So, hey, real quick, tomorrow's podcast.
Yes.
Do we get Matthew Weldon?
He's available.
Is he going to be on our podcast? I mean,
he's going to be with me all day tomorrow. So.
Okay. All right. Can we use your camera to film him?
Yeah, we'll put him on.
Okay.
All right. Does he have all of his shots?
What, like tetanus?
Oh, I thought you meant tequila.
Either one. Yes, he's gotten all his shots, I think, minus HPV. He's very prone.
Too old for that.
Prone to HPV?
Yeah. Okay. When it's airborne.
All right. Well, there you go. We will talk to Alex's brother. We'll get all the good stories as if we didn't already tomorrow for Staci Not Say Too Much. Bye.
Bye.